Hey YouTubers and YouTubies, it's Michelle from Gothic Reborn Nursery and Wit and Whimsy Reborn Nursery. That was a notification on my Facebook saying that somebody was replying to something I was replying to. Making this video because one of the admins I co-admin a group with called Little Monster Fantasy Reborns. It's set up for basically anybody. But more on the vein of people who like to have zombies and vampires and aliens and werewolves and what the reborn community would call an alternative reborn, a different baby. I make them. I don't have a problem making them. I love making them. I think they're fun. And in the reborn community, it's often looked down on because we take a beautiful kit, usually, and transform it into some creature. People like creatures. I personally am a huge horror fan. If there's a movie coming out that's a scary movie, I am like itching to get to see that movie. The newest one that I have flickering in my head that I'd like to see is that new Exorcism one, with the last Exorcism. That hasn't come out yet. I think it probably comes out Friday. But I want to see that one because it's, you know, got scary stuff in it and I want to see it. So anyway, Heather is the other co-admin on that Little Monsters and Fantasy Reborn Facebook group. So just look that up, and it's Lil, not little. Lil, L-I-L, Monsters, M-U-N, Sters, and Fantasy. Facebook group. So if you want to, if you have Facebook and you'd like to come join the party, I personally, and not because I admin, I run 32 pages outside of this group. Some of them are groups, some of them are pages, but 32 other entities, and have co-admin on another group, actually co-admin on several things, but anyway, I'm most active probably in this group here. Best group on the planet. We try to keep it drama free. We don't want to have a lot of crap happening on there. But anyway, Heather had posted a video up of her with her latest creation, work in progress, which is Volker, who she's making into a vampire. And I mean, a vampire. Duh, she's not doing a vampire, it's a zombie. They're completely different. Duh. Anyway, I don't even know why that even came up. Anyway, Volker is a zombie. And she posted up a video of her work in progress, and I said on the Facebook group, I said, you know, I should do that. I should do a work in progress because I've got these I got 4 zombies I'm doing and 2 regular babies I'm doing at the same time, and I'm sure that the mommies would like to see their creations in progress as well as the rest of the world, so you know that I'm actually a reborn artist who can actually make zombies and stuff. So we'll start off with Elliot because I only have a few minutes to do this. This is an Elliot kit. This is Andrea's baby, and she's named her baby Rosemary. This will be a zombie baby girl, no hair. She's going to go bald. I would imagine that would be best because she's got this awesome bruise on her head. Bruising on the side, which I have to add more to so that it will look like the companion to her, the other kit. I have this more bruising around the eyes. She's like a day behind the other kit at this point. I got a spot on the back too. Actually, I have to paint. I don't know why that happens, but it happens when I'm painting sometimes. That when I paint, that there'll be spots that don't take, and then I have to go in and figure out why. That is like a spot. I kind of like it. It's like, I don't know what that would be, but it's sort of like the remnant of a bruise. Wouldn't be. Now she's got little drizzles coming down. Her lips are not completely done. There's a lot more I got to do on the head. She has some of the coolest hands. I love the Elliot kit hands. I like to do lots of purples and blacks and browns in my... See, eventually she'll have this kind of look around her eyes. I do the hands and the fingers dark. The elbows bruised up. Bruising. Shoulder has a little bit of bruising. I do this because when you die and you decay, the things that protrude from your body, fingers, nose, lips, ears, will be the first to fall off because the skin is thinner there. So she's already going through the decay process. That's one hand. Here's her other hand. I love these arms and hands. I just love them. This is another spot that doesn't take. Is this the one? Yes, this is the one. That doesn't take the paint. This is several layers of paint, and all I can do is just sort of tinge it. In real life, if you look at this, it looks like the bone is coming out from there, and that to me is really cool looking. There's a technique that Heather is going to do a tutorial on that I'm going to add to my zombies, and the mommies don't know what it is yet because I have not told them. But it's a technique that I am waiting for Heather to do the tutorial on so that I can see it. I like to see it in pictures, and I want to use that technique. But this is the other hand, underside. You can see I've done a little bit of veining on them. Love the feet. I'm loving the ELLIOT kit. I'm not crazy about the head, but these limbs, I could probably use these limbs on any other doll that I really like, because I love that bruise. I really like these arms and legs and the feet. I just think they're cool. See, toes are decaying. Inside the ankle, I have the coloring going from the bottom of the foot all the way up the ankle. That way. There's some more spots. See, sometimes it just doesn't grab, and you just gotta. I think I'm gonna sand it, lightly sand it, so that there's some sort of a grit, a texture, which is what I think the problem is that it's so slick or smooth there that for whatever reason it is, the paint doesn't like to stick, and so I have to figure out how to get it to stick, and I'm gonna lightly sand that. There's another spot on the bottom of this one. And then the paint should stick because then it has something to stick to. We'll see if that works. If not, I'll just do the technique on that and make it look like it's I'll throw some bright red on it and make it bloody or something. I don't know how to decide it. But you got to try what you can try. So, also, dead toes. Dead underside of the foot. Crawling up into the ankle. Another bruise. You can see some mottling on here. I've been waiting for this to dry. Still kind of shining in some spots because it's still sort of wet. But this is my mottling that I've done. Mottling is the blotchiness you get when you get cold. Babies always have mottling. I would assume that zombies, as they're changing or have changed, their mottling would just be their veins expressing the dead blood in it, the black blood, because if there's no oxygen, your blood is almost a red black. So I would assume that that's what happens. I don't know. I haven't gone any more because I'm not interested in looking at dead people to know for sure. I don't want to look at this stuff. This is all fantasy. That's all it is. This is Rebecca's baby. This is Zaida. I hope I'm saying that right. Let me know, Rebecca. She has really, really cool green eyes, and they're glass eyes. And I could have had them in there, but I don't like to try to get anything on the other stuff. Anyway, these are her eyes. And I have pictures of her with her eyes in. And I've added these black eyebrows because I'm going to go over them and paint real light, or white, actually. I'm going to paint white. Hairs on them because she's got really blonde hair that she's going to have on her head. You can see her vein, some of her veins. She's also got this mottling on her. It's shiny because it's still drying. This is done on the back for people so they understand that when you die, if you died on your back like this, the blood pools because of gravity. So I would assume that if she's laying on her back, that the blood would pool. This is the bruising I've got to do on ELLIOT. This thing here, where it goes from the eye to the ear. I am almost done with this doll as far as the paint job goes. I got to do a little bit more around the mouth, touch-ups here and there, do the eyebrows, root her head, put her eyes in, glue her, and she'll be finished. But Yeah, maybe a couple little things here and there, but she's pretty much done. I might add some blues. She has no blues in her at this point. And I may add some blues in some corners of, areas, and maybe around her nose a little, across her nose, in her lips, in her creases. I might add some blues just to give her blues. I may mottle some blues on her. I don't know yet. Her hands and arms. That's her hand. She has a bruise right there, her elbow bruise. And you can see the mottling on her and her veins. Oops. Television came on. It's not because I'm haunted or anything, it's because I had it on pause. I watch TV on my computer. Her other hand, I will make her nails shiny. They shouldn't be in real life. If she was a real zombie, they'd be real dry and, just there's no shine to them. But to make them look that much better, I'm going to do more to this bruise so that it has a little bit more character to it. But this is her other arm. Her foot. Inside her ankle, the bottoms of her feet. You can see her mottling, her knee. No, I don't know if that's going to be a signature look for me or not yet. I haven't decided. I have a tendency to like to do them in the browns and purples, so maybe that's a signature. I don't know. I haven't decided yet what my signature look is. She's got a bruise, bigger bruise on the inside of her ankle, and you can see that vein. Vein on the top of her foot, vein on the other side of her leg, and that's her leg. So that's my works in progress so far. So thanks for looking. I just wanted to do that because Heather did it. Heather is like an inspiration. She does something and I'm like, I gotta do that. Bruising. The bruising came from Heather. I saw she did it on her doll. I stole the idea. Sorry. Did it my own way though. I got my own way to do it, so it has its own look and its own feel. So it's the Michelle Williamson bruise look. I do mine in browns and purples and darker colors because I like that look. But anyway, everybody, just want to let you know that those are my works in progress. So Rebecca and Andrea can see their works in progress, and so can everybody else. Thanks for looking, everybody, in YouTube land. Have a great day. Bye.